friends, welcome back. My name is Ali. Let's learn how to use was and were in the sentence. First we can start by answering these questions. What are was and were, and when can you use these verbs? Our helping verbs was and were, when exactly we have to use in English language and in our sentences. Actually was and were are the past tense form of the verb to be. What is that? To be. Past tense form of the verb to be, and you can easily learn this subject and these verbs are, and actually these two verbs was were verbs are commonly used in daily life. When you learn how to use was and were in the sentence, which are mandatory when you talk about something you did in the past time. Past tense will become a piece of a cake. What we call our past tense become a piece of cake. It's a little bit sweet. And now was and were form can have a different form in the sentences. Therefore, it might take time to learn the correct forms. It might be take time to learn correct forms in English language. If you want to remember easily, you can think of was and were. Okay, as the past tense form of the auxiliary. At the past tense form of the auxiliary verbs and, is and are. Commonly our was helping verb or auxiliary verb we are using in the past tense, and also a singular form, where singular form was, it is in a singular form, and were was, we have to use was in a singular form or singular object, and also were is used for plural form. These are the difference between was and were. The only difference between was and were, that is, was is being used in singular form and our were used in plural form. This is the little difference between was and were. Now let's learn where to use our was and were helping verbs. Literally, you can use was and were helping verbs when you are talking about an event that happened in the past. You can talk when you are talking about the past event. On that time you must use our was and were. For example, Ravi was in India. Ravi was in India last year. Look, this is the example to understand how can we learn our was mainly using in last year means nothing but the past time. Last year, not previous year, not next year. It means last year means just a past of the moment. I hope you understanding was and were, how our was were helpful to in the sentence. For example, he was very special to me. He was very special to me. This is the best example. Look here. First, he is a singular. He is a singular form, and was is showing the special movement, and here was is just working in the sentence like showing a past movement. And look here, it is the singular form. He, she, it, or you can take any name. These are the singular forms, so that's why we are using here was. Another one example for were. Look here, another one example for where were you last night? The second example of were, look here, we are using in a sentence were. Why? Because look here, last night, it shows the past moment, but it is the plural form. So that's why we use here were. Simple. Was and were helping verbs are very easy to understand, very easy to identify. This is the correct way to learn was and were helping verbs. These are the best examples to understand our was and were helping verbs in our English language. I hope you understand. So my dear friends, thanks for watching my video. See you in the next class. Take care. Bye bye.